folks, so today is day number 2 using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and today I wanted to come on here and show you guys just a very simple, easy bronze smoky eye, the sort of daytime into evening look depending on what lip color you pair it with, which I do talk about at the end of the video. If you guys want to know how to do it, then just stay tuned and here's the tutorial. Alright, so the eyeshadows that I'm going to be using today, I'm going to be using a little bit of Georgia, which is just sort of this light pink matte shade. I'm going to be using Puree, which actually surprised me. This shade is beautiful, blends out really nicely, so I was actually pleasantly surprised by that matte. We're going to be taking Caramelized and then a little bit of Bellini as a inner corner highlight. And then for brushes today, just 4, so it's going to be another easy look to do. I'm just using a very large brush just to apply a color all over the lid, a 217 to go into the crease, a 239 from MAC for on the lid, and then just a pencil brush for detail work on the inner corner. And then the first color that I'm going to start off with is Georgia. I'm just going to take my large fluffy brush in with that shade. This is just going to go all over my lid. Then once that color's on, I'm then going to go in with Puree. It's beautiful actually, like I was really pleasantly surprised at how well this blended out. A little bit of kick up in the pan, but not too much fallout on the eye, which is very similar, I find, to the Modern Renaissance palette. So this shade is actually beautiful, much like those matte shades. This is just going to go into my crease, and it's also just going to be blended up a little bit because I'm going for just like a blown out smoky kind of look to apply that shade. Very nice and smooth, very easy to blend, and no patchiness or skipping. It's just sort of an ease, right? Like I can just use them easily and I don't have to worry about what they're gonna do. Yeah, so really liking that shade in the palette. I'm also gonna take that shade and I'm just going to run that right underneath my bottom eyelashes as well. Alright, so the next up I'm going to do the lid shade, and for that I am taking Caramelized. Now I did use a little bit of that shade Wet with a little bit of Fix Plus. I found it just made it a little bit more of a metallic that way. It brought out a lot more of the sheen. You obviously don't have to use that wet, you can just apply it, but I find for the maximum pigment I like using that shade Wet. It's really beautiful, so I'm just going to take that and apply that just right onto the lid. I'm not taking it too high, just because I'm going to go in with the color Dry and blend it up into the crease. Alright, and then from there, just to make it a little bit more intense, I'm just going to take my finger and just dab that shade right on top. It's going to bring out the nice sheen that the metallic has. Then I'm going to go in with the same brush that I used in the crease, and then I'm just going to work that right into the crease to help blend everything seamlessly together. Alright, so then I'm actually going to take a little bit of Summer Yum. This is definitely more of a like brick red kind of brown shade, more of a red shade. I'm going to add a little bit of that underneath the eye, just to add a little bit of warmth. Just more of something that I like. If you wanted more of a redder version of this eye, you could always use Summer Yum instead of Puree in the crease, and it's definitely going to take it more of that like red fall smoky eye. I decided just to do more of a bronze just because it's not something that I typically do. Alright, so then I'm actually just going to go into Bellini. Just sort of a highlight shade. Beautiful shade actually. I think I might do a look with that just all over the lid. It would be really nice, sort of like soft wedding-y kind of shade. Really gorgeous, you know, finger swatch if you guys care. But it's beautiful on the lid as well. So I'm just taking that on a pencil brush and I'm just going to apply that onto the inner corner. Alright, so then that's everything for eyeshadow. I'm next just going to apply a coat of mascara. Again, no false eyelashes for this, just as how I would just wear it with just my natural eyelashes. However, if I was going to an event or something and I wanted to wear this as a more dramatic eye, then obviously I would put on a pair of false eyelashes, but that's entirely up to you. With the mascara on, that is the finished eye look. And then for my face, I do have a little bit of my contour on already, which is NYX Taupe Blush. And then my blush today, I'm going to take a little bit of Milani's Luminoso, which is just kind of a nice peach shade. Gonna dust a little bit of that on. The color has a nice peach tone to it, which is really pretty. And then for my highlighter, I'm actually going to go in with Kat Von D's Thunderstruck. Mine has been broken and pressed in like 18 times, so it just looks like an absolute disaster. I'm very lightly going to take my brush and apply that. Such a pretty highlight. I love this shade. It has like a cupid bow highlight, which is so pretty. Alright, and then for lips, this is another look that I would wear with just sort of like a clear gloss or like a lip balm, that kind of thing, and be out of the door and it would look really nice. Obviously you can do this with a darker lip. I don't know, it's entirely up to you. I just really feel like so far doing 2 looks with this palette, I think that it's really more designed for an eye look and like a nude lip. which, you know, why they have a sort of collection that has like sheer lip glosses. I think that that pairs really well with the looks that you're able to pull out of this palette. I don't know, I just really feel like I want to just wear nothing but peachy lips when I use this palette, which is kind of funny. So the one that I'm going to use today is Makeup Monster's Hit the Dirt. A little bit of a darker kind of color. We're going to see what this looks like with this. It might not look good, it might, I don't know. So I think that pairing it with a darker lip takes it more into an evening look. So this is the kind of eye look that I definitely have worn to work. I would just pair it with like a clear gloss or just a lip balm. But if I wanted to take it into evening, I could just keep these eyes on, do a darker lip, and then to me that's more of an evening kind of thing. So that wraps up day 2 using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Not necessarily the most creative look that you could do with this palette, I'm sure, but I did want to do something that was simple and easy that I feel like would look good on everybody. I do hope you guys enjoy this so far. Let me know down in the comments if this is something that you would wear, and let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know anything about your day. Just leave it down below and I'll be happy to respond to it when I can. And until my next video, I will talk to all you soon.